Grand juries made the decision to not indict police officers involved in the deaths of Michael Brown and Eric Garner, and those decisions have some calling for special prosecutors to review police shootings.
News 18's Samantha Tiki reports what the local ACLU chapter and prosecutor are saying about that.
The cases involving the deaths of both Eric Garner and Michael Brown were referred to grand juries, and in both cases where the officers were not indicted, a local prosecutor was involved. Greater Lafayette ACLU President Susan Schechter says the relationship between prosecutors and local police could have caused a conflict of interest.
The prosecutor's a member of the community who is well acquainted with the police. He may not know the police officers personally, but there is certainly a close working relationship between the police department and the prosecutor's office.
Schechter says she believes a special prosecutor could have eliminated any conflict and would be necessary if something similar happened in Tippecanoe County.
The special prosecutor could be fallible so much as the prosecutor. However, the prosecutor does have those sympathies and those relationships with the local police, and that I do believe is a concern.
Tippecanoe County Prosecutor Pat Harrington says he has a good relationship with police, but not one that would warrant the need for a special prosecutor.
As a prosecutor in a county of 165,000 people, I don't know all the police officers. I probably, realistically, may know by name 25% of them, but individually, I don't come in contact with the majority of police officers.
Harrington says he feels the prosecutor's role in a grand jury may not be understood and says the system is designed to keep the prosecutor independent. He says the prosecutor's role is to provide legal guidance to the grand jury, making it unnecessary to bring in a special prosecutor just because a police officer is involved.
If the public knew more about all the restrictions on a grand jury, how they're independent of the prosecutor, they would want the local prosecutor to be in charge of that grand jury because it's a community issue.
Schechter says both the police and prosecutors' working relationship is a cause for concern when it comes to a grand jury decision.
In so much as there is a close relationship between the prosecutor and the police, there will be a desire to have a good working relationship, and I can imagine that there would be pressure on a prosecutor to continue to work, maintain that close working relationship.
But Harrington says bringing in a special prosecutor for cases where police are involved may actually do more harm than good.
When you bring in an outside person to it, that person may not know the local community, and let's face it, every community is different. Crimes that we think are very important in Tippecanoe County may not be important by someone in Indianapolis or Marion County.
Schechter says while she believes a special prosecutor would be the right choice, she thinks the focus should be on preventing cases like Michael Brown and Eric Garner. Samantha Tiki, News 18.